Hello everyone and welcome to the video. We are the pre-service year 3 students of the University of Koroka. Our video is based on the course EDY 2312 Managing Behavior in Schools. We are asked to identify a negative behavior in schools and communities and come up with the strategies and approaches to handle this behavior. The negative behavior that we identify and come up with is vandalism. So the presentation of our video or order is as follow. Myself, Sylvester, will take the introduction part. I will introduce the topic. Basila will take the negative attitudes and impacts of the behavior that we choose. Augusta will take the strategies and approaches, and Ada will take the conclusion part of our video. Vandalism refers to the major or minor destruction or defacement of properties, often done without any regard for the consequences. It can take many forms, including graffitis, property damage, and theft. Vandalism not only physical damages to physical properties, but also creates a sense of insecurity on individuals and in the communities. Tackling of vandalism requires a combination of understanding and underlying reasons behind the behavior and implementing strategies to prevent it.
Vandalism often happens because of lack of parental supervision, peer pressure, boredom, frustration, or anger. It can also be a way for individuals or groups to get attention and to voice out their opinion on any social issue. Vandalism often results in damage of public and private property. It also leads to the damage of the perpetrator psychologically. For instance, continuous vandalism by an individual could possibly imply that he is mentally disordered. Also, damage to the community. It can also be an expense to the property owner to mend the damage. More so, the safety and well-being of the community may be in danger. For example, if an area is continuously vandalized, it may be unsafe to walk in as the perpetrators may be harmful.
The first point of this presentation outlined the negative attitude and impacts of vandalism. However, I will point out the strategies and approaches an individual can follow in order to gradually cease the habit of vandalizing properties. One way to address vandalism is through behavior development theories. This is when one comes to fully recognize what bad actions really are and implement ways to change them. These principles are: 1. Importance of positive reinforcement. For example, community awareness campaigns like conducting community services at homes, organizations, marketplaces, public places, streets, and other important areas. 2. Modeling positive behaviors. For example, education programs in schools, like here in University of Goroka, they offer a course called Managing Behavior in Schools, EDY 2312, where we are taught how to manage students' behavior in schools. So after taking this course, we can be an example to others through our actions and behaviors towards any properties in and around schools, communities, and country as a whole. 3. Providing alternatives to positive actions. For example, collaborating with local law enforcement to address vandalism in our local communities. For instance, team up with ward councillors and village court magistrates to look into such behaviors. When we promote and uphold good behaviors in and around places where we are reacting with, then we can influence and change individuals who surround us to make better choices that will help prevent vandalism.
Fourth, to conclude, vandalism is a destructive behavior that has a lot of negative impacts on individuals and communities. By understanding and underlying the reasons behind this behavior and implementing strategies, it rooted in behavior development theory that could work towards preventing vandalism and promote a culture of respect and responsibilities. Together, we can create a more positive and inclusive community. Cohere destructive behaviors like vandalism have no place.